jobs.
I didn't know about X Hamster. I didn't know about X Videos. I kind of had Pornhub somewhere in my field of vision. But for some reason, for the longest time, I would go to the website, like not to the YouTube of the thing, but like अगर मेरे को देखने का है Bang Bros, तो मैं bangbros.com पे जाके preview देख के मेरा काम हो
Correct,
जाता
correct.
था.
Everybody started out down.
Yeah,
Like,
and then if you liked something, you could torrent it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
hide it like folder within folder within folder within
Correct.
folder.
Same name they put and all. No?
Yeah.
So then I remember like we had MMS Spawn back in our college days where like one N78 पे एक बंदा लेके आया ऐसा, and like there was a series of events that happened. Okay, like this guy called Chetan had a phone, and first like there was the whole delivery guy porn, right, which is like pizza guy, and my friend Viraj and I would just do voiceovers for these characters because we can't play it on loud and all the girls also. So the 12 guys are on one bench watching on one phone, and then
This is degree?
This diploma, yeah. Fucking car danda boys only. You know? So Viraj is like, hey, मेरे पास पैसे छुट्टे पैसे नहीं. I'm like, पैसे नहीं तो क्या हुआ darling, मैं लौड़ा ले ले. We're just doing all this voice to kill, like boys entertain, all of that is fun. But I'm not enjoying any of it because I'm watching like straight porn, right? I'm whatever invested in it. And then Chetan Minjula, he's like, okay, this video's done, let's watch something else now. So he's like, I've got other videos on my phone, and he changes to another video, and there's like a bunch of people dancing, okay? Bunch of people dancing, and my friend Viraj has no fucking context, okay? And in diploma college, he says, ये कौन छक्के लोग dance कर रहे हैं? Okay, and Chetan is like, मेरी mom है वो, dude. I was like, what is wrong with these guys? Fun times.
We had this one kid in my school. Hey, hi guys, hi. If you're tuning in live, hi guys.
Yeah, hi.
We had this one kid in my school, and he used to like say कि he's having sex. Like in 9th standard types, like, and we were like, no, you're not. And he's like, no, मैं कर रहा है sex. And he would relate stories that he had seen in pornos.
Yeah.
Like मेरे बाजू में आंटी रहती है, उसके साथ ये हो गया types, you know. And then one day he was like, मैं pizza deliver कर रहा था. And I was like, dude, this is where I draw the line, motherfucker. Yeah. I can't believe this now.
It's like the time when somebody started doing open mics in Bombay and used Jerry Seinfeld's material.
Yeah, and he said, as a Jewish man.
As a Jewish man in Bombay. Good times.
Yeah, but I've been thinking a lot lately. I've been in tumultuous waters.
Oh.
Because this special is a fucking mindfuck of a thing to do, man. I forget that the job is hard also sometimes.
You were having too much fun until now.
Yeah, and now it's like, oh fuck, wait a minute. Now all these 100 questions are coming in my head, like, are the jokes the right jokes? Is the flow the right thing? And now I'll listen to this tape of the show like from 3 years ago, and it was so much better as a show 3 years ago. And now I feel like, fuck, I have to change the things that I changed, and it's just a mess, man.
But it's too last minute right now. I think you're having a panic mechanism. Maybe because you had a good first special that beyond expectations did organically very well.
It stresses me out.
Yeah, so that's just the pinnacle that you've set yourself up for now.
Oh, it's Navin in my ears now.
Oh yeah, you were not wearing this also. You were just like jumping on parts.
I was too hungry. I've not eaten all day.
This woman is old now, by the way. No?
What?
She's ancient.
No, forever young.
Yeah, G for grandma.
Parlej Gigi.
G money.
I went to Jaipur for a wedding. Jaipur weddings are not for me.
Yeah, it's fun, no? Soumya's sisters.
Yeah. Not for me.
Why?
Weddings are not for me. Weddings where everyone parties are definitely not for me because I can't party. I'm not like, हम कल भी 6 बजे तक जागे थे, आज भी 6 बजे. I'm like, bro, पर क्यों?
It's not a competition ever.
And for what joy? It's not like दिन में भी तो दारू मिल ही रहा है, दिन में भी पार्टी हो ही रहा है. Everything is fucking great. The music is great. Like there's live act, ये वो लड़ा. Everything is so good.
Yeah.
So then why does it have to go on into the night? Like, aren't we okay with this much? Like, can't we wake up tomorrow?
This is the Bombay disease we take everywhere else with us.
Of wanting to do things constantly.
Yeah, like हम लोग करेंगे party करेंगे bro, party करेंगे.
I think it's everywhere, dude. I think it's like something about marriages. Everyone's like, this is our chance now. Next 3 days we have to vasool it.
Why have they spent money on us?
Yeah.
For us to do this only.
Yeah.
This kind of debauchery, you know.
And plus we were in a different hotel. So the travel time was like in Jaipur. Jaipur is a tourist city. Any tourist city, this is a thing, okay, where everyone is fleecing you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone is there to fleece you. Everyone, like pani puri wala, you know, 20 रुपया plate बोलता है. By the time you finish eating, like मैंने तो 2 plate खिलाया, 40 रुपया हो गया. You know, the cab guy will be like, एक जन और लेके जाना है. ओ एक तो कैब वाला कोई आएगा नहीं. ठीक है.
Uber पे.
लाइक जो भी हाँ उबर ओला जो भी है वो आएगा नहीं, आएगा तो नखरे करेगा रात को आने के लिए. एंड देन लाइक यू नो देयर आर द वर्स्ट नंबर ऑफ पीपल इट वाज 5 because you can't take that extra person. You have to do 2 cabs every time. At night you're like, just take us, man. Like, and he'll be like, okay, $500 extra. I'm like, it's an 80 rupee ride. You can't say like तेरा चोरी एटलीस्ट औकात में कर ले. ये क्या है बहन चो, 500 रुपए का चोरी क्या होता है dude?
हाँ थोड़ा सोच के बोलना.
Yeah. And then like the first night the guy said 50 rupees. So we knew there's a going rate for this. Like this is an acceptable thing here.
Correct.
So $50 we paid and the guy like 50 रुपया क्योंकि एक एक्स्ट्रा जन देखेगा ना पुलिस वाला तो हम लोग को पकड़ेगा तो मुझे 50 रुपया देना पड़ेगा इसलिए ऐसा रिस्क वैल्यू. First night was 50 na?
Oh wow.
Yeah, so first night that's what. So then we gave him the 50 and this guy broke every signal, took every wrong side, went on the wrong side of the road almost for the entire way. उसको उसका डर नहीं है.
Yeah. So like,
and he doesn't give a fuck, dude. The guy doesn't give a fuck about the rules. It's just that I have an opportunity to fuck you over and I'm going to.
Yeah. And अपने लोग से क्या करते हैं सब? I don't know.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing, no. And it's for them it's not that though. It's like तुम लोग यहाँ के नहीं हो. Like you know what I mean? That in group gets smaller and smaller with time.
Yeah. You're not an inbred essentially.
As somebody who was in the closet for a while, you are so much better at hiding things than I ever am. I have been the worst at hiding things all my life. Everything I've done has gotten caught. You know what I mean? I've never been able to do anything without getting, like, especially with my mom and
that's
dad.
crazy because you have an extra room of your own. I didn't even have a room. We grew up in 1 BHK. 2 older sisters who are already like taking too much space because they have clothes, they have makeup. You know what I used to do? Like there was in a bedroom there was the bed and the bed would end and there was a pillar, so they couldn't fully push the bed to the wall. So there was a space between the wall and the bed. I would go and sit over there. That was my height. It was a safe space. Okay.
Man.
I would go there and imagine worlds and shit like that. It was so weird. So like if anybody wanted to find where I am, even until like I was fucking 10 years old, I would till I could fit in there.
You could fit there. Yeah.
I would go and sit over there. It was crazy. And when we went to the chawl, same thing happened. In the chawl, we had like a 2-story chawl, like ground floor and then an upper floor. Okay. So, and when you go on the staircase behind the staircase was like a black void of nothing. I would go and sit over there. So I'm just generally not scared of darkness because of that very fact. Like, you know, people are like, raat ko bahar nikalte and all that. You know, I'm like, remember even with your farmhouse, like...
I'm so terrified.
Yeah, but I can just walk to the gate and come back. I don't, like, it doesn't matter to me.
You belong to the dark.
I belong to the
dark. You are a man of the dark.
I love it. I like darkness. Just like
a man of the night. A night man. And
you think you were crafted by the night. I was born in it. Raised by it. Yeah.
But necessity is the mother of invention, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's take some comments. Trying to guess how the old Parleji would be. She's I think 62.
Yeah, we were saying that only.
Yeah, she's 62.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's her actual age, but
Maggie in the mountains are priced like Michelin restaurants. Crazy. Oh wow.
But it's very expensive.
Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie in the mountains is fucking expensive.
I always make my own food in the mountains.
What?
Yeah.
But you have to buy it from somewhere, right?
Of course, like you go to general store and buy.
But it's always at a premium.
No, but like, of course.
You have to bring it up by donkey and all.
Yeah. But like, if you go to these cafes and all, like they make like nice risotto for 150, 200 rupees. It's not like, why are you eating Maggie in the mountains though?
Yeah.
That's the
Once you had gone now, me, Dhawal, our third friend Isha from college, and Meet, apna patla sa Meet, my best friend Meet. We all had gone and we stayed there and we literally had to come back down because we ran out of money, dude. Because we were eating so much, we were getting too stoned.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we had to come down and the guy also came down and he used we used that one ATM in Kasol.
Yeah.
Central Bank का एक ही ATM है. And that एक ही ATM है और वो है ना सुबह भरता है और दोपहर तक खलास हो जाता है वो. So you have to make it on time. Otherwise you just pray कि like denomination मिले ये वो. I don't know how it must be now. Now it must be like. Has anyone gone to in the chat gone to Kasol anytime recently? Because अभी तो Paytm वगैरह हो जाएगा ना उधर.
हाँ अभी तो like it's fully more like.
Back then you had to go to the travel agent and he would charge your card and then he would cut some money from the card and give you cash.
Commission लेके. Yeah. Even like Hampi Gokarna was like that only. Like to travel from one place to the other.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have like Goa had all the bikes and everything, but there you have to get like a vehicle.
Right.
So like once we wanted to go to Gokarna and Hampi, we had to go from the beach, walk all the way till the main square, book a cab, and we told him to get a Maruti Omni because again there were 5 of us.
Yeah.
It's a horrible number. Okay, 5 people traveling anywhere is just a horrible number.
The worst number.
Yeah, and so then he sent a Varna route. रात को Varna बेचता उसने, and then we are like okay now how do we go? And then he's saying कि now I don't know no other cars at fucking 10 p.m. Right? So go in this Varna only. So like me, one fat guy, and the thinner ones, all of them sat in the back.
Nice.
Yeah, and then this guy was playing R. Rajkumar, Romeo Rajkumar.
Oh, not bad.
In
the movie or the songs?
The movie. he had a full he had a collapsible own little.
Yeah.
It was very tech.
It's pretty cool, no?
Like button dabaya sab samne aaya.
Oh wow.
There was a screen and he was watching.
Nice. मैं दिल्ली में भी देखा.
That song.
Like a lot of them have a tablet in the dashboard.
Inbuilt, yeah.
And then I was like, what's up with this? And he's like, dude, I am in this car all day. Like I just watch movies on this.
Yeah. I mean, like, of course, the cops don't like it. They really like, if they find them doing that, they'll charge them.
Yeah.
But even in Bombay, like, I'll sit with an Uber guy and इसको मस्त network मिल रहा है सब जगह.
Yeah.
बस गाड़ी चला रहा है.
Dude, उसका कभी phone खराब नहीं होता है. Dude, like कभी call drop नहीं होता है. कभी hello नहीं हो रहा है.
That day I was standing at a signal and at the bus stop for some reason and this one tempo is passing by, when they do all these goods carrier tempo. And this guy is fully like his phone is perched where the rear view mirror would be, okay? I don't know why this and some girl from Khetri is calling, okay? Because I can see it. It's all like on video call is happening, okay? And Jio's revolutionized all this for these guys.
Yeah.
तो खेत से ऐसा रात में सब बोल रहे कि हाँ क्या कर रहे हो? And it's like कि मैं गाड़ी चला रहा हूँ बेबी, मैं बैंड्रा में गाड़ी चला रहा हूँ. हमने इसके लिए तो ये हीरो हो गया ना मतलब इसे.
Yeah man, it's fucking madness.
Rear view mirror. उसको दुनिया दिखा रहा हूँ.
नहीं his logic is.
And one second, so the dunya is going away from Earth. Objects in the mirror are farther than they appear.
Maybe he switches the camera every now and then to give a road ka view.
Possibly. Yeah. And that's very cute little signs of like like it's very crazy. These on the road, like all the time on the road.
Yeah.
It's very brutal for your system and for your like love life in general.
Yeah,
so, like,
and for your brain health, like the noise and the noise, dude. That's enough.
Yeah.
If you're on the road constantly, that means you never get away from the honking and go into a quieter place like a building. Just fucking in that thing. The thing is your building for the day.
Yeah. They have all these setups also. Like I've seen truck drivers inside cars.
Oh yeah. There's a vlogger, you know that? There's a vlogger who is a trucker guy, and he has vlogs like आज chicken बनेगा, and like वो छोटा सा stove है उसका उसमें बनाता है वो chicken.
Yeah.
But it's quite fascinating the kind of stuff that he talks about. The concerns that they have are so much different than anything else you'd have. Really puts your life into context, and they're like चलेगा यार नहीं मिला spot तो.
Yeah, dude. Like the pro is that they get to see all the natural inroads.
Oh yeah, some of the stuff they see is so gorgeous.
Yeah, the con is like the companies that they work for are horrible and they make them work like mules, so they have to rely on alcohol. They do drugs sometimes to like stay awake and drive.
Yeah.
A lot of accidents happen like on this Belgaum road, for example. It's a big curvature wala road, and a lot of trucks have collided over there with people, and a lot of people have died. Like, just like that because they always found them alcoholic.
Yeah.
Ramnath is saying, oh wait, is traffic in Mumbai better after the Rapido ban now? The Rapido really did not make a...
What, Rapido was banned?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
That's so stupid. Why would you ban Rapido? This is
don't
like
like
Uber
Rapido.
Lobbying, bro. Like Rapido didn't have any issues. This is a fucking biker, dude. Bikers are bikers.
Yeah, let me Google why Rapido was banned.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I didn't know this. But I think all of them...
It's only in Maharashtra looks like.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know...
Because it's a non-transport vehicle. They don't have the yellow...
Oh, that's so stupid.
Including 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers and 4-wheelers for the ride pooling and everything. So it's across the board, but Rapido was the one to take.
But actually it's like different in abroad and in India, na? Because in abroad what happens is any car you can turn into a cab. Like it's a personal thing between you and the rider.
Yeah.
And Uber sort of facilitates there. But here is like you have this whole fucking...
transport cut ye rahega.
Ye wo loda lasu uska
I
sticker.
like how this is like this modern day classism in a very nice like
simple,
packaging.
तेरे लिए मुश्किल कर देंगे हम पैसा बनाना. That's all it is.
Exactly. तू तेरा गाड़ी है but लेकिन तू server hai. That's the idea.
Yeah.
It's so fucking fucked up.
Yeah, man. It's designed, like the system is designed to give. I think a lot about this nowadays. Maybe that's why I'm sadder than usual. But like, I think a lot about like how everything is like YouTube is like the classic example, right? Like they called all of us and said, hey, let's build an audience.
Yeah.
And then when you build an audience, they're like, we won't show this to your audience.
Yeah.
It's so stupid to me. Like, and across the board, like I was reading about this. It's something called choke point capitalism. Like they do this everywhere. Like Amazon. If you search for anything on Amazon, almost the first 2 pages mein almost like more than 50% of everything is an ad.
Yeah.
It's all sponsored.
Paid for, yeah.
Yeah, so like
Google also, right?
Yeah, and same with Google, same with YouTube, same with Instagram to a great extent.
Yeah.
A lot of it is boosted stuff, and they cut your reach just so that you boost stuff.
Yeah.
And it's the equivalent, like the guy compares it, he says, it's like in a carnival you have that ball marne ka game.
Yeah.
And it's the game is fucking rigged, dude. The game is always rigged, but you still let one person win a teddy bear.
Yeah.
So that they walk around with the teddy bear and everyone's like, oh, I want the teddy. That's exactly what YouTube is like. That's what OnlyFans is like. That's what fucking all of them work on the same principle. They show one person as a success and they ask you to, you can be this guy if you follow our rules. Like, I mean, if you think about it, like YouTube will demonetize your video if it has any gali in the first 15 seconds. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And like
it's happening to me right now.
Yeah,
I can't even say bitches in the title because they're like gali diya tune.
Yeah.
They have like, I don't know, and they're like more kids are watching. I'm like, maar chuda hai kids, main kya karu?
Yeah, and that's curbing free speech basically, right?
Yeah.
That's an infringement. तो समझ रहे हो, like अगर YouTube भी वही कर रहा है और पार्टी भी वही कर रहा है तो फिर मतलब बचा कौन बीच में?
Yeah, it's terrible, dude. Like right now, like sometimes even after like I've worked very hard like to build a fan base that is open to listening to my shit.
Yeah.
And then they're like, when's the next video coming out? I'm like, आगे गया dude.
Yeah, तो देख समझ में ही नहीं आएगा तेरे को.
कितना? And then like of course I'm pushing it on Instagram, I'm pushing it on Facebook, I'm putting WhatsApp, but none of them are like able to get them to them. Then what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
Then what do I do?
It's just a like, incremental slow crawl of a process.
Yeah.
Up the fucking.
Everybody
ranks.
talks like only in millions now. It's just so crazy. Like if you have like millions.
Millions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but I also think there's always like the good thing is that even if you're a niche in India, there's a billion people. So a niche is 10 lakh people easy.
Yeah.
So 10 lakh people is more than enough to live your entire life.
That's true.
You know, like you can, if 10 lakh people decide ki, okay, I will help you survive this world, then you're fucking sorted, bro.
Yeah. Cults have been started for even lesser numbers.
Oh man, like 6 people and you have an orgy.
Yeah, like let's go.
A gorgy.
Amazon also is biased for sellers. Most people don't click other sellers. That's true.
That's true.
The first one you get is like they're like, ye best hai.
Yeah, and that's usually a paid thing. That's usually almost all. And wherever there isn't, they'll have like fucking Solimo. You know Solimo?
Yeah.
Brand Solimo. Solimo's owned by Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Amazon ka khud ka product. Like it's just like, and they do this a lot. Well, they'll find a product which is doing well. They'll fucking replicate it with Solimo and price it lesser and fucking make millions.
Yeah.
That's where the millions are.
Smart लोग पैसा बोलता है.
Like any corporate structure looks like a pyramid, dude. Like haven't you noticed? Like it all leads to the one fucking owner, right? Like it all goes to the top. Like just because you replace the one guy with 4 people doesn't mean that it stops being a pyramid scheme.
Fucking, like this whole IIT Bombay. Like the situation in IIT Bombay is pretty sad right now, right? There was a suicide happened.
What?
Yeah, a Dalit suicide happened, and like,
Shit.
yeah, it's all like, again, the concerns are like these institutions are not safeguarding kids from bullying, plus like the mental torture of being in an IIT already.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and then yesterday somebody from IIT is just like, hey Naveen, we're doing like a queer inclusive event. Since it's a student run thing, will you do pro bono? I'm like, तुम लोगों को
fuck you.
घंटा भर जाट भर का शर्म नहीं तुम लोगों को. एक तो तुम लोग one minority you're killing, the other minority you want for free. What the fuck do you want, bitches?
They every year they send me an email saying ki we have had Porcupine Tree, Veer Das, they will a same copy paste mail.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, we would love for you to perform, we'll get exposure. And every year I have to tell them and say ki tu gaand mara na, dude. Why aren't your and I'm like, please tell your juniors next year. Like I said this. You don't message me for free gigs.
Yeah.
You should know better by now. तू तो IIT में घुस गया, bro.
That's what every year is the same. Like they just hand me down those. Fucking things,
same fucking shit, same fucking.
Yeah.
Shit. But then I start thinking to myself, and I'm wondering, like these kids, they've studied all this time. They haven't studied to be fully functional human beings. They've studied to get into IIT. It's a very different skill set.
Yeah.
Like what you need to get into IIT versus being a fully functioning person are two completely different worlds. So then what do, man? You can't you have to empathize with the kid.
It's true.
Call him stupid and then explain what is going on.
I mean, like, of course, over time, everybody turns out, like, in their own little capacities.
I mean, we both did. I still remember all the dumb shit I used to do as a kid, dude. Like, just, like, didn't know when to talk, when to keep my mouth shut. Didn't know fucking, like, just no nuance, no grace in executing any conversation. Fucking blunt and dumb.
Yeah.
Young, blunt, and full of dumb.
Full of dumb. And that's what so she sent the message, and I showed it to Abhi, and we laughed for fucking 5 minutes first of all, because here's what she sent. Okay, she like, we are enthusiastic and thrilled to announce that IIT Bombay is organizing the first ever Queer Fest cum conference. Like it's a Queer Fest cum conference, but my gay ass is just reading ki it's a Queer Fest cum conference where all of us come together, and then they gather it for the next year of IIT. किसमें से निकलेगा अगला engineer? Yeah, but this brutality with YouTube is true, dude. Like they are like with my stuff, they're actually like going out of the way to fuck me up. They're like,
they're doing it with a lot of videos now.
Yeah, and then of course, like once in a while they'll be like, you want to do this little workshop where we all come together and we talk, and then you get all the other people who are queer also, and we can do like, because it was following the whole Carrie Minajri thing where he was just like going on YouTube and calling everybody Beti and Bachi and all the R words. So their defense mechanism was like, let's just ask queer people to fucking. But then when it comes down to reality of it, like how many queer people are actually being pushed, right?
Yeah.
With Ritushri also. Ritushri is a trans comic who just released a video on YouTube.
But that's like the whole community altogether. Like I would have expected more from the LGBT community also.
Yeah.
They didn't fucking bother.
Don't bother. That's the thing, right? Like queer scene में बस वही हो रहा है आजकल. It's just like कि पार्टी करना है अपने को पार्टी करना है. अब लोग यहाँ पे जाएंगे, वहाँ पे जाएंगे, हम लोग सेक्स करेंगे, पार्टी करेंगे. And that's pretty much what it is. It's just like
activism has been sort of beaten out of it.
There are activists doing the activisty thing. They don't have monies for the creative part of it.
Right.
The ones of the money for the creative part of it are getting drunk and having a good time.
Right.
It's just that for culture there is no like, that's what I'm saying, like a major, and people will probably come for me when I say this, but like the major difference between India and like a country like Australia where I went was like culture is actually sought out.
Yeah.
Like be it queer events or normal events. Like I was in a theater, and outside the theater is a cafe where there are buskers and people are actually taking coffee and sitting down. They're taking some time out to watch them.
Yeah.
वो culture है ही नहीं हमारे यहाँ पे. You know what I'm saying? Like even people who go to Kitisu right now, they go only because they can have a private space to fucking do all their tumkas and weird fucking shit. Okay, there's some really turkey fucking gays who'll go to these clubs. They can afford the money. They'll go there and then make trans people uncomfortable. And for them, it's just the agenda. कि मतलब मेरे को डांस करने का, मेरे को drag queens गए गान बनाने, whoever's performing, I don't give a shit. This is me in my time and I've paid money for it.
Yeah.
So they act like that. Okay, so that's pretty much what it is. It's just that it's a fucked up situation where I'm like, there's and good thing is like true curated comedy. We've gotten like an entire discerning audience and people are watching and they're like, oh fuck, there is like actual merit in this. But like, I'm tired of screaming from the walls, man. I'm just like, and her biggest fear came through. She was like, maybe nobody will watch it, and I'm like, don't worry, you're India's first trans comic and I support, and everybody will support you. But it turns out to be not so supportive. It's such a fucked up situation, and I'm just like, क्या करूँ dude, मैं क्या करूँ?
नहीं कुछ नहीं करने का, let's करते रहने का, and eventually like it's also about like a newer generation, right? Like queer kids who are younger are coming up, and they now at least they have that choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a party gay to follow, and then there's a fucking smarty gay to follow. You know what I mean? And then they have
party
to pick.
Gays and smarty gays.
Have to pick the smarty gay.
Be glad that you get to watch this.
I was watching.
I've
been watching Crashing. I don't know if you've seen the show Crashing with Pete Holmes. I've been watching.
Yeah, Pete Holmes. Crashing is good too.
And in Crashing in season 3, he's dating this girl, and she's kind of psycho. This girl, and I was watching it with Shubho. And she could not believe that such people, like for me that character was an amalgamation of 3 exes, and every line was too real. Like I've been through that whole thing where I've been called a loser by my girlfriend. I've been like sare weird cheeze jo bhi hue. I see what's happening between you and her. Fucking what the fuck is happening? I don't know what the fuck is that. So all of that shit, and Shubha couldn't believe that women do this, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean you can't believe women do this? Like, I don't know anyone, this character's so random, kuch bhi. I'm like, like, but it's not fiction. There are people like this,
some crazy psychos,
and they want the drama, and they want to fucking scream at you in the middle of the street and then fucking try to make out with you 2 seconds later. It's all like these people exist, Yeah,
this one guy called Abhimanyu, I remember meeting. Okay, and fucking psycho. Like you can just tell this guy is psycho. Just like from the vibes only, because he would chase people. Okay, like he would online, of course, not chase people physically, but that he's done that also. I'll get to that. But like he would just like stalk people and like find out where they are and all of that. Very weird. Okay, then one day he was like, and then he kept asking me, are you coming to Goregaon? 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 So I'm like, okay, I'm not coming to Goregaon, but like, and I was not going to fuck him either. It's just like, he was not my type. It was just like, and even if he got to be my type, he was just like the weirdest weirdo. Okay? Yeah. So then I remember I met him at a mall, and because I was going to Goregaon for some work, to buy jeans or something, and he was just there. So I was like, okay, and he's like 10 minutes away from the mall, so he came to the mall and we grabbed like a Subway or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he's like, you want to come to my place? I can make a better sandwich than Subway. I'm like, okay, it's too hot right now, so I want to chill for a bit or whatever, have a smoke, I guess. And I go there, and we're at his house, and then it's like, I moved here from so and so city, and like life is like this. It's very lonely here, and I'm like, I'm giving like, I understand.
Yeah.
Then he's like, do you want me to make you a sandwich? I'm like, no, I'm fine, I'm full. So like, I'll make a sandwich, you come watch me. So I'm like, cool. And now I'm like, I want
humoring
to go.
him, like.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna leave now because my sister's
okay.
wedding is coming close or whatever.
Yeah.
I have no time for this. He's like, wait, I'll eat and then I'll drop you to the bus stop also. I'm like, okay, cool. Then he eats and midway to the sandwich, he lies down on the bed, okay? He's just like, yeah, I'm so tired from eating. Then he starts whispering, okay? He's telling me a story. He's like, I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? He's like, I'm like, okay. Then he calls me closer. He's like, if you want to hear what I'm saying, then sit next to me. I'm like, this I'm not falling for.
Yeah.
This is a fucking cheap move.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'll just, which bus to catch? Tell me, I'll catch the bus and I'll go. Okay, then he's like, I'll come. I'm like, don't come. He's like, I'll come. And he comes, okay. Anyways, drops me at the bus, and then as the bus is going, saying bye while walking parallelly also. Okay, I'm like, itna kya hai bande ko? Kaun aisa? Okay. Cut to a few years later, like now I've like moved on from my life, and I said hi, hello to him multiple times.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is now 2 years later, is like he started dating somebody else, and then he's like, hey, you see my boyfriend? And I'm like, yeah. Isn't he hot? I'm like, yeah. You wanna fuck him? I'm like, what? You can fuck him, but I also get to be there. I'm like, what are you talking? Like, so he wants to get with me so bad that he would pimp his own partner right now to just have sex. You know, he was fucked up. Okay, and then cut to a few more years later, I have my friend Nick, and then he was also telling me stories of how this guy has turned up under his building. Like he lives with his parents, and this guy's under his building, you know, calling the watchman saying, "Ki please, wo building mein unko phone karo aane ke liye niche." He's calling him relentlessly and all that. So it's like, you know, it's just like, so there are proper psychos and people don't believe me. So every time, like my then remember my then boyfriend from Dubai, when he and I first met, we were Facebook friends, right? So one day I open his Facebook and I see this motherfucker there. Abhimanyu has been added by my ex as a friend, and I'm like, isko nikal, abhi kya bhi nikal, main jala dega pura Facebook, okay? This motherfucker cannot be your friend because I know he'll come to Dubai also. He'll come to Dubai and fuck you, and then he'll send a photo to me. That's how fucking fucked up this guy is. So yeah, then we had to cut him out entirely.
Good.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
I've
had weird shit happen. Like I've had girls where I'm dating the person and the person is like it becomes like a parasitic relationship. You know what I mean? All of a sudden it's like, oh, like I remember this one like person, I was staying at her place and uska washing machine bigad gaya tha. And I was like, okay, I'll just call the guy. And she was like, what do you mean call the guy? I'm like, the guy will come to fix na. Kaun main thodi karega fix? Mere ko nahi aata hai washing machine ठीक करने को. She's like, oh, I thought you'll know. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what MacGyver am I? What the fuck is going on? Like I'm a comedian who studied law. Okay, washing machine मेरे लिए बहुत दूर है. ऐसा तू बोले कि sound mixer नहीं चल रहा है वो मेरे में समझ लेगा मैं देख देगा routing क्या है. But लौड़ा मेरे को. And she's handing me a screwdriver, dude. She's like, come on, at least try.
Yeah.
And there's not even a screw ka fucking thing on the entire washing machine.
Sheila, I thought you were the penguin on the Whirlpool.
So then, I was like, fuck no, I'm calling the guy. Okay? And the guy, he doesn't come the evening off. And then he's coming the next day. And she freaks the fuck out at me because she's like, how can you not be here when the guy is here?
Yeah.
You're like the man in this relationship. So what if that guy does something while he's here? I'm like, dude, तू दो roommate के साथ रहती है. Like, क्या, like, what is gonna happen? Like, relax. Like, what has something happened to you in the past or something? She's like, no, but you know, it doesn't happen until it happens. And I'm like, so what the fuck do you want? She's like, you stay here. So I delayed my flight, dude. Stayed back for the washing machine guy to come. And then when the washing machine guy comes, I'm just doing the thing that you do. You know the thing, you just stand there, right?
You hover over them.
Yeah, you just kind of stand around and you occasionally look at what else do you do? You know what I mean? Like, just in case you need anything, brother, I am here types.
Yeah.
You know? And then she's like, okay, now let's have sex. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm doing the thing you made me wait to do. And she's like, no, I wanna fuck you now. Like, now. Like, loud. Like... And I was like, nahi, sex. And then she got mad at me, dude. She was such a weird fucking... ऐसा बोल तेरे को public place में या फिर you want someone to... Like, exhibitionism is a thing, right?
Yeah.
So, ऐसा, say that. But
she wanted to be fucked when the repair guy was there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ki like...
She like, bhaiya, mera spin cycle nahi chal raha.
She was like, I'm like, where? And she wanted to take me to the room. She's like, and when we did go to the room, I was trying to shut the door. She's like, we don't have time for that. I'm like, no, we do. We have time for the door to be shut when there's another guy who's fucking 3 feet away.
Yeah, this is crazy, dude.
some weird shit happens, dude, sometimes.
But
Like,
even Abhi and I do that sometimes. Like recently when we got the AC installed, the
Yeah.
AC guys were in the living room. We're in the kitchen just like, you know, you know, just like
वो गोटे को टपली मारा क्या?
tongue दर्शन करके सा कुछ तो बहुत हो गया तुम. Let's take a small break right now.
Yeah.
For all our live viewers, thank you so much for joining. Please convince others, all your fucking friends. Tell them कि देखो मजा आ रहा है. मैंने क्या क्या बात किया बताया आज. तुम लोग YouTube पे अभी on Saturday देख रहे हो, तुम लोगों को मजा नहीं आने वाला है. मतलब मजा तो आएगा, वैसे शो अच्छा है अपना, लेकिन Thursday वाले जो मजा आता है और ये लाइव वाला जो मजा आ रहा है वो अलग मजा है.
Yes.
तो मजा ही मजा. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Hi friends. Before you go to the ads, one quick announcement. We are now offering memberships.
YouTube memberships on Varta Lab. Don't worry, we're not reducing episode frequency or anything. You still get the episode every week. We're just giving more stuff on the YouTube memberships.
Ad-free audio, live access to our shows,
Early episodes.
Telegram group that you will be a part of.
And we'll do weekly catch-ups there as well. You'll get clips and bits that don't go into the episode. And we'll do live Varta Lab shows starting with Mumbai and in the rest of the country and hopefully one day the world.
So now when you see the join button on the Varta Lab YouTube channel, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Press it.
Become a member now.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IBM Podcast Network. Listeners, presenting to you Club Varta Lab, the premium tier offerings for our podcast. Here you get a number of perks, like access to extra bits and clips from the episodes, completely unfiltered, uncut and raw. The chance of watching or listening to the full episodes 2 days before the official release. An absolutely free of cost entry to the Varta Lab Just Us live shows. That's right, stories in person. Occasional live streams of the episode tapings on YouTube. An exclusive members only Telegram group with Aakash and Navin. And you also get your name on the producer slate at the end credits of all the episodes. Wow, that's a lot. So go to youtube.com/VartaLab and click on the join button to become a member now. On the Wire Talks, Siddharth talks to internet policy expert Namrata Maheshwari about the recent internet shutdown in Punjab and how it affected the people. On All Things Policy, Saurabh and Pranay discuss the development of Nordic Air Defence Alliance and its implications. And on the Habit Coach podcast's Know Your Coach series, Ashton shares how he stops his mind from wandering. Once again, don't forget to visit our merch store on the IBM Podcast website. We have some exciting stuff for you. Follow us on social media. We are IBM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. If you like our shows, spread the word. Tell all your family and friends. And don't forget to rate and review our shows wherever you're listening to them. You'll also find all our shows on youtube.com/IBM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week, LIC India, Yono SBI, Cash Free Payments and HDFC Mutual Fund. Thank you for making this possible.
It's an odd time to be doing nasty as a special. I look like a dick. It's a very...
You look nasty.
Yeah.
But then your movie shoot is over, what?
Movie shoot is over. Now I can grow my hair as I like. I missed the rap party because of the stupid Jaipur wedding. Not stupid. Like, I mean, you know, there to, glad to be there in your happy moments. You know what I mean? It would have been nice to network and all.
Yeah.
It was nice. I made some friends and all, man. It's nice to make friends on set and all. But then whenever you make friends on set, you also realize you'll never see them again.
That's true.
Because you will go back to life and you'll probably never cross paths again.
Let's chill, no. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Let's meet.
But no, I have 500 things to do, and I also have 500 things to do. So I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I what I do like about the film thing is, I definitely want to do it again. In the sense that there's fun in it. Like there's this moment like where everyone's kind of coming together to make a thing happen.
Yeah.
Like the last shot I had in the movie was a close-up of me delivering like this line, okay? And like I felt that scene get elevated from the script to what it became while we were doing the takes. Where like the other actor, like the main lead role guy, he would like do one improvisation, then I would improvise on his improvisation, and then the other guy who I had to talk, then we would both do a separate kind of thing, and it would just fucking come together. And there was this one moment where it was just my shot, so the main actors didn't have to be in the shot. But because of our improvisations, it became impossible for me to do it myself. Now the guys didn't have to walk down, but everybody fucking showed up, like, you know, and they were there even though they were not on screen, which is mostly unheard of for most actors.
Nice.
It was a great moment, dude. It felt like we did this together types.
Yeah, we give birth to a scene.
Yeah. Like, it never happens in stand-up, right? Like, at the most, you're taking a tag from a friend or some shit. But, like, to be there from the, you know, like, to kind of sort of build it as you're going with it, with other people, that's a great feeling.
Nice.
Last time I felt like that was the album. Where it was like, okay, we have this common goal and we'll all do it our way, but we'll reach the goal. Fucking great feeling.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think you're also like a control freak a little bit, so you have that tendency to be like, कि मुझे ये चाहिए तो ऐसा करते हैं ना ऐसा, let's do that करके.
Yeah, but now it's like with music and with film and all, it's like there's no control. Like it's like it's completely like, hey, तुम ही करो. I'm just like one cog in this. I'm happy being a cog.
That's true.
Yeah.
What people don't understand is that only. Like, there's so many factors that have to get right, first of all.
Yeah.
Like, when you see a good film, it's just like a labor of so much meticulousness.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to like set up, okay, जगह मिल गया, light लगा दो, लोगों को डाल दो वहाँ पे, speak your dialogue, audio मिल गया, let's go.
छोटी-छोटी चीजें dude. Frame में ये होना चाहिए, इसका ये होना चाहिए, उसका वो होना चाहिए.
So especially when you see a cinematographer who's like doing a great job, you can know that the actors have waited 10 hours to get that one perfect shot or like that day of time or whatever.
Yeah, dude, it's the worst. Especially when it's like sunset shot hai, sunrise shot hai, you know, like.
Dude, like that's the thing, right? With our DOPs during the entire Vice shoot, which was like 6-7 months long.
Yeah.
Like we have several points. Like it's a docu-series, so like we have like, of course, like Vice has a visual language which they use. You'll see that across documentaries.
Yeah.
It's like very stylistic. They do a lot of these empty frames where like the characters in the middle, like Mr. Robot did, and stuff like that to capture the grandeur. But then a lot of scenes were like on terraces and like open spaces where like the sun was just like either sunset time or sunrise time. It's just like perfect. Okay, so they were like, let's put a characters there. So much of our like कि चलो इनका ये बात करके खत्म करते because then we can take him to terrace. You know what I'm saying? Imagine. But also like people cut costs a lot, dude. On shoots and all, I've noticed. Yeah. Like it was such a weird thing that the company we worked for had a chattis ka akada with one energy drink. Okay. So like. I don't like, so then we could not drink that energy drink on sets because if the auditor saw us, then he would say you have to pay from your own pockets. We will not pay for this product. This ODD hates this drink and they have like a chattis kakada, so we can't. So we want to shoot for 18 hours, but we can't drink. Have an energy drink. We should have another energy drink, you know. But none of them are like as good as the one that we all like. Yeah, that's true. The one that we all like is one we really like. Yeah, and that should be enough. Of a reason we all be flying and shooting afterwards. Yeah, man. A lot of hover shots. See, people from the right wing don't understand the left wing. Yeah. You know? So. Yeah. Because they're flooding in that's why they're flying in a circle. Yeah. It's like one guy with only one oar in a little boat. Yeah, man. No vacations, man. It's been a while. Like nothing in, I think, October. But you're taking one soon. There's nothing is on the horizon. Dude, you said like Amsterdam is happening. Yeah, but then my wife needs to get her Aadhaar card first, which then she'll with that update her passport and so on. It's a fucking long conversation, dude. It's not gonna happen. So I don't think that trip is gonna end up happening, which sucks for me because it would have been an all expenses paid trip by my family. It's so rare for my family to pay for me. Fucking so. We'll see, man. I was hoping to take a break after recording Nasty and go to Umbergam for 10 days, but I don't want to go to Umbergam for break. You know what I mean? Like, you go there all the time.
If I go to my farm, then I have to cook for myself, I have to clean for myself, I have to fucking look after the farm shit, and then your brain is like, oh, that ditch needs to be dug and that fucking this thing has to be done, and then you can't really take a break. But if you go like, say to Goa, you know, I've heard Goa is wonderful. Yeah. I don't know much about the state, but I think it's a great place to go and just fuck around. It's amazing. You know, or you go to Dalhousie. Yeah. That's a real place. Yeah, it is. Dalhousie exists. अरे क्या मुंह बना रहा है लोडू?
ऋषि नहीं बोल रहे.
नहीं है. Sorry guys.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. And that's like it's gone like from the map, like, you know, people driving to it, they're like, fuck, किधर गया? But I would like to go to and I want to book a 5-star hotel where I don't have to worry, you know, about like, oh, garam pani nahi aa raha hai. Like I'm so tired of worrying about garam pani, dude. Every fucking hotel I go to never has garam pani. Yeah. And it's so annoying.
It's the bare minimum.
You have to go to the show with thanda pani ka bath, and that's not okay. It doesn't work for my metabolism. I fucking die.
It's required.
Yeah. Garam pani. I told you the Chandrapur story, no? The geyser is not working, and I tell the guy, sir, garam pani nahi aa raha hai. Like, haan, nahi aa raha hai. And so I was like, to thoda garam pani upar bhijwa sakte? He's like, sir, geyser nahi chal raha, to garam pani kidhar se aayega? Exactly. And like a truth, I was also like, okay, but he has a kitchen. There is a stove. Just heat me some water.
The one hotel in Delhi, there was no water only. Like, and that was the day of Holi. So like I reached Delhi on the day of Holi and then I have to go to a mic after that. Yeah. And there's no water only. Fuck. So then I'm like, what to do? Then he's like, I can bring some half bucket, and then poor guy had to bring it. Yeah. But like 3 times we had to fight with him. Yeah. कि पानी नहीं है. So he's like कि आपको जाने से जब जाओ. हम like मैं कहाँ जाऊँ?
In Baroda, they didn't have towels. Yeah. So I come out of the fucking thing and Shubho's like, towel नहीं आया अभी तक. And I'm like, अरे? मेरा ही खुद का कपड़ा फिर वो जूना कपड़ा लेके सुखा रहा है मैं अपने आप को. And then you never really feel dry because there's like this film of water on you. And it's all horrible. So yeah, that's my, like for me a vacation is that, like take 5 days and of that 2 days, no, you don't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, you just like sleep and you wake up and you eat and you sleep because the exhaustion of the last 6 months is going to come out that way.
Yeah.
Then the next 3 days, tell me where you want to go. You want to go to the market, Navin? Let's fucking go to the dumb fucking market where we can't afford fucking fuck shit. Or let's go.
Let's go.
Fuck me, man. I need a break.
You need a break, yeah.
I'm very fried.
I can sense
There's
it.
nothing I can do about it.
I mean, I had a good vacation, so I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
like,
you had a great vacation,
it was
dude.
overdue also because the last one we took a break was like fucking Alibag.
Yeah, dude. I fucking, like, the one break I had in December bypassed away. So, like, then I was like, even like a fucking, when you go on vacation and a family member dies, that's not a vacation.
Yeah.
That's like, that's the antithesis of a vacation. You want to come back relaxed, you come back depressed.
Yeah, I've actually kept this tour ka last city as Manipal.
Yeah.
Because it's close to home, Mangalore. And for the last 2 months, I'm not even shitting you, last 2 months my family's been deliberating if they want to go to Mangalore or not.
Yeah.
And I've just kept that city as a backup in case because they end up going, I have to go with them and then do that, okay?
Yeah.
So October, my mom had surgery and now currently my dad had an MRI for his back and everything. And so we did not know if he can go or no.
Yeah.
But now doctor's given him like, okay, 30-day medication and then you'll be able to like sit in a flight types.
Yeah.
So mom was like, also I'm also coming. So I'm like, great. So then if we go with my mom, then we have to stay for her cousin sister's son's wedding also.
Of course you do.
So that's fucking 20 days of staying over there.
Wow.
I'm not doing that,
That's
first
too
of all.
much.
But then like, again 2 days later, she's like, I'm not feeling well. Today I woke up unwell, so don't book my tickets. But the next day she's like, but book my tickets if you're booking your father's tickets. I'm like, tu kya kar rahi hai yaar?
This is what it is to be married, my friend.
Yeah.
It's a constant thing of, I don't know, I can't decide. You only decide. Oh, no, don't. So that happens. You can't do much about it.
मैं जान दे दूंगा.
I was talking to somebody the other day and I realized I am my mother and I married my dad.
Yeah.
You know, like most people are afraid of becoming their version of their parents, but I am my mom. Like, it's very clear. Mom and I went for dinner to New York. I think I told you this, right?
Yeah.
I was
told me
really,
in person.
Yeah, right? It was really weird though, like, cause like, it was this restaurant, New Yorkers, we've been going since I was a little kid, okay? Mom and I would go. Same menu, same shit we would order. Nachos with cheese sauce, half bean and cheese enchilada, and one more thing if we can fit it in. And then the Coke float. It's very famous, right? And they have that mat where you do the differences and odd one out and all that shit. And as a kid, I used to suck at that shit, dude. Like, I used to never be able to get the differences. Out of the 20, I would get like 6. And my mom would be there, like boom, boom, boom. Like 18 तो उसको ऐसे ही मिल जाता था. You know what I mean? फिर एक दो typographical error पकड़ के 22 तक लेके जाती थी वो. And this time, my mom is older and she can't read only without her glasses. So she couldn't do the thing only. And then it was this moment where both of us are like in the nachos. We're in it. Like we are very invested in this nachos right now. और हमारे life में और कुछ नहीं चल रहा है.
मिलजुल के nachos.
You've seen me eat, right? Like it's just like it's just in. So both of us are doing that and both of us feel...
Yeah, you have long arms and a big mouth.
Yeah. So it's like...
it's a great combo.
So खाते जा रहे and both of us at the same moment we both reach for the Coke float exactly at the same time. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, it's like... It's so genetically inherent.
Yeah.
And we reach for the Coke cans to open and pour into the glass. I open mine with one hand because I'm me and I fucking pour. And my mom can't open the fucking can anymore because her fingers are old.
Oh shit.
And it was such a reversal, right? Again, like, I used to be the one who couldn't open the can.
Oh shit. Dude, this is like the story Manoj from SSC.
What?
Anybody who studied in state board, in first grade there was a story about a kid called Manoj.
Okay.
And he has grandparents and his parents that live with him. And the grandparents take care of him when the parents are at work. But as the grandparents grow older, the parents start giving them wooden dishes instead of plastic.
Glass dishes because they would break them.
No, they give them plastic paper basically
okay.
instead of glass dishes. So then this kid Manoj starts carving furniture because they're like, when they were younger, they would take care of me. So now when I'm older, I'll take care of them like that.
Yeah.
Comes a full circle.
But it was like a real weird, like it was...
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Like I was just telling like Abhi, like when my partner and I first started dating, like there was a lot of daddy issues that I went with, right? Into the whole situation. Because like, I speak about my mom a lot in the show as well as in my comedy. It's just like my mom's shaped me a lot. My dad's been there, but he's never been like a central figure, right?
Yeah.
So, but like, and when we did speak, it was always like, son and father angry at each other. Like, either when I was younger, I was angry that he was a smoker, and now that I'm a smoker, I empathize with him a little bit. It's a fucked up situation, dude. It's a weird fucking coming around of all types. So when I met Abhi, and I'm like, this is how one time beat me so badly, and then we haven't spoken properly after that and everything. And he's like, oh, but you say all these things about your dad, but I meet him and he's such a sweetheart. I'm like, because now you see him.
You see this version of him.
This version of him, which is like all mellowed down. Like even that day we took him for the MRI and all. He's like fully laughing and being all cute and all that. So we were like, he's softened up a lot. But like, I've seen like.
But that's that. I've seen this with other people in my life as well, where like the version of their parents I meet, they're cuties because now they're in their 60s or whatever, and they're like done with their aggro.
Yeah.
But like they don't see that guy. They see the one they were afraid of when they were 13 who would slap the fuck out of them.
Yeah. Like one of these, like one of my relatives, okay? Like it was such a known fact. Like, even when I was a child, it was a known fact that if you're going to the house and our aunt would, and the aunt is a beautiful lady, okay? Like, gorgeous lady. Like she's very, and her children also all beautiful looking. Like genetically like great models, okay?
Yeah.
But then she would be all purple and red and everything. And we're like, even as kids, we understood that she was being beaten up by the father.
Yeah.
And went on for the kids also. Then he would just like be drunk and beat them up and everything.
Yeah.
Sons grew up, they all got like fucking Dubai jobs, okay? Everybody got work at like 10 Sports and Z Cafe and Z Studios and all. Like sorted, everybody's gotten. And then in that moment when we were growing up, we were like, okay, take the mom away from this man. And like y'all have that luxury. But they converted the father into a nicer fellow.
Right.
Like they through kindness broke him down, got him help. Because his sister's also an alcoholic. Like I've never seen a woman alcoholic. Okay, because the general notion is like कि पर हुआ दस्ते पे आप मर दे बेवड़ा है. बेवड़ी पहली बार देखी थी मैंने. Because his sister also was an alcoholic. Okay, we're all like eating Christmas dinner or whatever. This woman starts fucking banging the table like with glassware and breaking shit and is losing it. And I'm like, क्या बेवड़ी है, dude? And then like entire family was alcoholic. But his kids, to just kindness, brought the father back to normal. That's crazy. Now everything's fine. Yeah. But like years of abuse, of fucking abuse, But
that's I think with parents it's like the reconciliation is more or less like, I mean, you can obviously cut things off.
Yeah.
But with Indian families, like cutting off is a whole, like it's a fucking different buzzard, dude. How do you cut off your family? Have you been able to cut off anyone in your family? It's not possible. That's not how we're raised only, I think.
But also it's a good thing to meet the middle ground, right?
Yeah. Like
with my two sisters, my second sister, I tell her everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like there's no holds barred because like this, like apart from the threesomes and
Yeah. Avoid
the crazy drugs I do. Like
fair.
Yeah, keep it like in the realm of like
whatever they can handle, you should tell.
Yeah. So she'll ask like where Abhi is and everything, and I'll be like, yeah, he's at home. He's working on this film. I went to the city. This happened. That happened.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, nice information wise. So it's like. Because like I'm very concerned about her child and I want to like help them out in as many possible ways.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a very good episode, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no? I think we have enough. Yes, we do. Hey, live stream. Anything else?
Thanks a lot, members, for joining in.
Yeah.
If you all have questions, ask us. We'll answer those as questions. But for now, this is our episode. Thank you. I think Just Us was overdue
for a while also. हो नहीं पाया था. तो अभी हो गया. अच्छा लगा.
Yeah, we have a guest also.
Yeah, काफी का सारा नहीं जाएगा.
वो स्पर्श का डिपार्टमेंट है.
हाँ, वो देख लेगा वो लड़का.
हम तो बस बोल देते. Awesome. So yeah, if you are tuning in from YouTube on a Saturday, know that this episode comes out on Thursday also.
For members.
Yeah. So it's 119 rupees per month to subscribe. I know like a lot of people asking for subscription. Like I know a lot of OTT models are also asking for money, but I think you should not subscribe to any of those and subscribe only to us because we'll come and give you all the lowdown.
Yeah.
Literally, like I worked on a Amazon show, so I'll tell you exactly what happens in the show when the show happens.
Yeah. I wrote a Netflix special.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Exactly.
आ जाओ, मजा आएगा. See you. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I commend your attention span.
Which means you're an OG fan.
And if you're an OG fan, then we have something that you're gonna absolutely love. Varta Lab is starting memberships.
We're going prime, baby.
No, don't worry, we're not gonna reduce the number of episodes you get every week. You still get the same episode, but with memberships you get it earlier. You get clips and bits you don't get in the episode. You might get to watch the episode being taped live, raw and uncut. And also come to live Varta Lab recordings in your city or in our city, wherever you are.
Yeah, so many benefits, only one podcast.
Varta Lab.